Okay, what's up, friends? So much exciting shit going on, it's not even funny. Today, I'm going to talk about a few things. So, first we're going to look at the chart, then I'm going to talk about a few things. Bitcoin chart for the day, we are in a bullish divergence, which means we are in a pattern. Yesterday we were going sideways. Today we're in a bullish divergence, which means we're in a pattern that has higher highs and higher lows. Even though we just had a small dip from 40,754 down to 40,000, we're still in a bullish pattern. When you have dips and it doesn't take you out of the bullish pattern, that's a really good sign. Very, 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 very good sign. So we're having, some small $1,000 dips. These, don't even pay attention to them. They're completely irrelevant. Any type of small, I know when you're noob, you see this stuff and you're like, ah! Or like, whoa! But really, it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter. Any of these small moves don't matter. You're not a trader. You should not be trading. So you're not a trader, so these little moves that a trader would be interested in are irrelevant to you. The only thing that matters is this right here. That's all that matters. It keeps going up. That's all that matters. And that's how you have to look at these things, and eventually you have to stop looking them in dollars. Because the banks and the bankers' money and the Federal Reserve and the Federal Reserve notes are becoming obsolete. Every moment crypto makes gains, all that stuff is becoming obsolete, and it's just not going to be matter anymore. I don't use USD anymore. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I don't use USD anymore. I don't ever see dollars anymore. I don't use change anymore! Crypto gave me that. Not the government. Ron Paul gave me that. Facebook actually gave me that. After years of Facebook doing nothing good for my life, Facebook finally gave me... I've been monetized this whole time on Facebook and I didn't even know. I've been monetized complaining about not getting paid, but I finally got paid for every second I've spent on Facebook for the last 15 years. I monetized myself by getting involved in cryptocurrency across every platform. Right now, people, listen to this. Any platform I go on and talk about cryptocurrency, because I know what I'm talking about, people come to me and want to donate. People come to me and are like, where can I donate? And I'm like, I don't take donation. I take tips for helping you get involved, but I don't charge. I don't take donations. I take tips. Like, if I'm going to take some time and you're going to actually get involved, that's freaking awesome. I'm pumping my own bags. I've been pumping my own bags for 10 years now, and it's worked. I've literally, and for the past few years, I've dumped on Ripple, and look, I've told everybody what Ripple Labs was doing with XRP for years, and told them they're better off in Bitcoin 4 years, and thousands of people got red in the face at me, freaking out, telling me I was wrong. that Bitcoin was going to die and disappear, and that Ripple XRP was going to be the token of the future that's going to kill everything, when decentralized finance is possibly even a better thing than Bitcoin is, really, possibly. But they're two different things. You don't look at them that way. They're two different things that complement themselves. They do two different things. They're beautiful together. Digital gold, digital banking. Everything else is just a wannabe. Everything else is just a wannabe. All these other tokens, they have a few of them have good use cases, and a few of them will be good. But I am a DeFi, Ethereum, Bitcoin maxi. That's basically all you're going to ever hear me talk about, because that's basically all anyone should be in right now. All these classic dusty coins in the top 20 are going to get decimated. Decimated. That doesn't mean you won't make money holding Litecoin. That doesn't mean you won't make money holding Doge. All altcoins will go up. All altcoins. Just about all altcoins will go up. But some of them will go up like Ripple went up last bull run. So I want to be in those. I recommend you be in those. Alt season is any crypto holder's second paycheck. Alt season. If you aren't planning for alt season right now, your gains are just kind of going down. You're still going to make gains, but you want to make gains to where you change your life, everyone's lives around you, and then you have money to help people. This is the libertarian movement. This is the voluntarist movement. This is how we get rid of government. We make enough money with technology, decentralized, free market ways we make money, and then we start helping the people around us. No brainer here, you know. No going back to the Wild West, nothing like that people think, you know, market anarchy is. This is market anarchy. Something bigger coming along that makes government and its money obsolete. This is it. This is decentralized finance. This is ETH. This is Bitcoin. Stop talking shit about it. People that don't know what they're talking about, who claim to be libertarians or claim to love freedom and want more of it. Stop talking. You're like the people who said that the internet was going to die and that it was a bad idea. I don't get it. But anyway, back to the charts. This is all that matters. We're going up. Everything's going up. People come to me and they're like, Bitcoin has no value. Okay, don't buy it then. Have fun being broke. Watch a bunch of people go change their lives and change the world. And stand there and say Bitcoin has no value and feel like you're just blowing it. You know, I feel bad for you. Like, I'm frustrated because it hurts my heart that you are letting yourself miss out on this situation. Anyway, so back to the subjects of the day. I'm going to talk again about fees, crypto fees. Last time I talked about fees, I talked about how those fees add up over time and become a massive amount of money you're missing out on over time. The fees from moving cryptos around, from trading, from bouncing them from exchange to exchange, or swapping tokens, thinking that you know which token's going to go more than the next one, when none of us know. I know it's going to be DeFi coins, but I don't know which ones. So I'm at least narrowing it down to about a few hundred tokens for you. And I'm even telling people, everybody asks me what are some of my favorites. Bitcoin should be number 1. Ethereum should be number 2. Then Chainlink, Polkadot, VeChain, Cardano. These tokens are gonna go ballistic. They're gonna make what XRP did in 2017 look like a joke. XRP's use case is the same as Bitcoin. DeFi tokens use case is digital banking that makes the central banking system obsolete. Which one do you think is a better idea? A coin that's just slightly faster and cheaper than Bitcoin, or a whole nother class of asset that has digital banking capabilities? Which one do you think is a better idea? This is why when people come to me or people are promoting these old dusty tokens, I'm like, you are bonkers. If you aren't screaming from the rooftops about decentralized finance and what it does right now, you really aren't. I tell people all the time, and it's like, it's the least offensive way I can tell people they don't know what they're talking. I tell them they have a very dated perspective of the crypto space, which a lot of people do. A lot of people only come around for bull runs, and they don't spend the bear market learning. If you don't learn, and the two things you don't want to do in crypto: wait to buy, and not learn, not constantly be learning about crypto. If you don't do those two things, you'll make some gains, but you'll miss out on more gains than you ever made in your life. If you aren't constantly educating yourself about whatever tokens you have, whatever platforms you're using, things like decentralized finance. Nobody even knows this exists. I've been telling people, and people are just like, oh, what's that? That sounds like another crypto thing. And then they don't go research it. And then they, they'll listen, 2 years will go by and they'll be like, wait, so what you're saying is I could download an app and get a loan from the blockchain and not ever talk to a human or a Rothschild or anything? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, yes. This is why I am so excited about this stuff. This is why I tell people this is going to make the central banks obsolete. Because it's going to. It's everything they offer, but cheaper and easier and faster and better. It's everything the banks offer, but decentralized. No humans who want to take a profit from you attached to this banking solution. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, getting back to what I'm supposed to be talking about, which is, that's not it. Okay, so where are all my notes? So, Bitcoin fees, that's where I was at. So, Bitcoin fees, a lot of coins, like for instance, Litecoin or Ripple, the big part of their use case was that it's faster and cheaper than Bitcoin. Faster and cheaper means less secure. That's not a good thing. Bitcoin is the happy medium with speed and security that we all need. So, Bitcoin, people say, oh, Bitcoin fees are so fucking high, that's going to cause it to go to zero. It's going to cause it to go to zero. All these other coins are going to be bigger. No, sorry. Shut your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. So, let's say I go into a coffee shop and I want to buy some coffee. I know I always use coffee, but it's the best thing to use an example of. Bitcoin Pizza Day. Once you understand Bitcoin Pizza Day, you understand what I say when Bitcoin's not made for coffee. I go into Starbucks, buy some coffee with my crypto card. I just spent Satoshis on some coffee, and the transaction costed $7. That sucks, And if that's all I understand about Bitcoin, I think that sucks. That's a limitation. That's expensive. Who's going to use that if it's $7 to make a transaction? Here's another scenario. This will make you understand. Oh my God. Okay, we're still on. Sorry. So this will make you understand more what I mean and give you a little bit of ammo to back up when people say what I just meant. Oh, it's so fast. It's so slow. Costs so much. Who would use it? So let's go back to Coinbase. So let's do another transaction. I go buy a house from someone. Someone's selling a house, and I'm like, hey, I know, you're selling this house. What do you think about taking Bitcoin for it? Like, we don't have to go to any banks. Tax stuff's a little bit, harder for them to know, whatever. There's lots of reasons why you might want to, like, pay for something with it's barter, basically. Like, it's less paper trail. It's harder for them to tax you. It's harder for them to know anything. So, for whatever reasons, you'd want to use Bitcoin to buy a house. You go like, all right, boom, here's your money. That cost the same $7 that I just talked about. So you just did a transaction for $1 million for $7. And you bought a house on the DL-ish. And you don't understand that Bitcoin's not made for coffee. It's made for buying things that change your life, or buying big things that change your life. It's not made for coffee. People that act as if that is some sort of thing that is going to hurt it don't know what they're talking about. That actually makes Bitcoin awesome. You can, if you want, do small transactions, but it's not a good idea to, because it's just not a good idea to sell Bitcoin. Satoshi Nakamoto was a freaking genius when he set this stuff up, people. He didn't set it up to be used in little amounts, or else it would be, inflationary. Inflationary markets, it forces people, you want to sell your cash and put it into the economy and stimulate the economy with your cash because it's it's inflating. Bitcoin's the opposite, which promotes you to hold it. So the fact that Bitcoin is expensive to use is actually hooking you up, because it's telling you, hey, are you sure you want to use this, bro? Because this is going to be a lot of money someday. So when people say that a token is better than Bitcoin, or it's going to beat Bitcoin someday because it's faster and cheaper, they don't know what they're talking about. That just means it's less secure. And that means that token has a completely different use case than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is digital gold. Litecoin is supposedly digital silver, which, it makes sense. And I see a use case for Litecoin when people want to start transacting with their Bitcoin stores for a lower price in the markets. And I don't have Litecoin. I don't necessarily believe in any of the classic top 20 tokens. But I'm a part of many Litecoin groups. Litecoin has a great fan base. They're just, again, their views on everything are a little dated, and staying in tokens. There'll be great gains with Litecoin, and I see a use case with it. I don't see it until altcoin season, but it has it. There's a place for Litecoin, but Litecoin's not going to be worth more than Bitcoin, or beat Bitcoin, or be the next Bitcoin, or anything like that. It will always be the silver to Bitcoin. It will always be worth less than Bitcoin and be made more for smaller transactions. So that's that. And it's a pretty interesting thing to know. Right now, this is noob season. I'm coining this term. This is noob season. There are so many noobs around listening to guys on YouTube who are tunnel vision with past price history. And we have way more money than we've ever had entering the market. So past price history is very, very irrelevant right now. I think this round of things is going to be way crazier. The gains are going to be higher. There will be less big corrections, more sideways and upwards action than dips and valleys and things like that. So So that was that, and then what else? So, okay. So, I gotta, a lot of us, I have a buddy, Paco Elijah, on Facebook. He's got a decent following of libertarian types, Ron Paul libertarian types. Paco's kind of never left that. He never graduated into the like voluntarist, anarchist type of. I was in the libertarian mode for maybe 2 months before I was like, wait a minute, I think I'm an anarchist, really. And then a lot of people stay there, and that's perfectly fine. And Paco's got lots of great shit to talk about. But for some reason, well, I know why. Paco figured out that one day he talked a little bit of shit about Bitcoin, and like 1 million people came to his page. So he became kind of the Peter Schiff of the libertarian movement, just constantly clowning on every aspect of cryptocurrency he could even think of, ignoring the fact that he's wrong about probably 99% of the shit he says about Bitcoin. And then the more Bitcoin goes up in price, the more he's posting even more nonsense content. But anyway, he knows he could get attention from it. And, if you can make money off of hating on crypto like Peter Schiff has done for a long time, then, it's, more power to you. But I give him a lot of shit. But today, because Bitcoin is doing so well, and at this point, basically everything I've ever said to the guy has come true, and I've been right the whole time, and he's been wrong the whole time. I'm going to dedicate this part of this video to him. Oddly enough, on Facebook, this is kind of a funny story. On my Instagram, I post lots of memes and this, that, and the other, and I noticed there was this woman posting on a lot of my posts, and like she always had really good stuff to say. And then I finally looked at her Instagram, and it turned out it was Peter Schiff's wife. And so I started, we had been commenting back and forth, and she always had really great stuff to say. And I was just like, what in the hell is Peter Schiff's wife doing on my Instagram? And she's like, seems pretty level-headed. I kind of like soft troll her a little bit just because she's Peter Schiff's wife and we're friendly. Like I kind of like crack jokes and stuff with her about, obviously about Peter being anti-Bitcoin and stuff like that because I'm so pro-Bitcoin. But it's always been super funny. But the other day I hit her up because, I'm working on lots of crypto projects and stuff like that. And I've always wondered like what I would name a token if I started one. And so as kind of a joke, I asked her, I was like, hey, I'm a cryptocurrency developer and I've been thinking about a name for a project. Would you think Peter would sue me if I named a coin Irwin coin? So Irwin Schiff is like the Ron Paul to Rand Paul to Peter Schiff. Irwin Schiff, Peter Schiff's dad, is a god in the free market, chaos theory, market anarchy, fuck you IRS world. This man got in some IRS tax problems, and he told the government to go fuck themselves, and then he told them to go fuck themselves, and then he told them to go fuck themselves, and then he ended up in jail, and unfortunately he passed away in jail with his fucking middle finger up to the government. And he is one of my inspirations. And so I had the idea the other day. I was like, holy shit, Irwin coin, like what better way of honoring a fucking badass than naming, a dope currency after him. And so I asked Lauren, and she obviously said it was pretty funny, and it was probably a good idea because Peter would probably use it, and talk, or he wouldn't use it, but he'd talk about it enough that it would probably get pumped by him, which is probably true. But anyway, that was kind of funny. And now I'm going to talk about gold and silver. So Paco Elijah today came to my page and was like, you always trash gold and silver. And I'm like, whoa, 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 dude. What are you talking about? I've only defended Bitcoin for its potential against you, the crypto, or he's all about silver and gold, right? He's always a little mini Peter Schiff, right? So I don't trash gold and silver, but I'm not going to say it's a good investment right now. I'm not saying it's complete garbage, but I don't think it's, I think, this is what I think. I think, and I don't hear anybody talking about this, I think gold and silver, okay, for one, I don't think we're going to have a big correction like we have in the past. But if we do, gold and silver will just be a hedge for Bitcoin when Bitcoin's in a bear market. I think gold and silver are great. I don't have any problem with it, but I'm not going to tell you to buy it right now. I'm not going to tell you to get it. It's a stable coin. Precious metals are stable coins, homies. Like, really? Like, that's a hedge to get out of Bitcoin and to get into something stable that's going to be the same price for the rest of our lives, which gold and silver are. Gold and silver are stable coins. They're a real thing. We need them. And I think they will be very popular in the future when, if there are little downturns in the Bitcoin market, because people will just jump back into gold and silver. And then when the bull market happens again, they'll jump out of gold and silver and back into Bitcoin. This is freaking the yin to the yang of this beautiful fucking economy we are putting together, people. I don't trash gold and silver at all. But if you're gonna freaking drunkenly come to my page and try and shit all over me and my friends that are changing our lives, getting involved in new technology, you can go fuck yourself. But I don't really pull punches with this dude because he just talks a lot of shit, and it's like the other day I told him, like, your kids are gonna laugh at you. They're gonna remember that you were like, ooh, the internet sucks. It's like you're literally that guy. You're that guy when the World Wide Web came out. You were like, the internet's bad. It's gonna go away. It's not real. It's not as real as newspapers. Jesus Christ, dude, you're a clown. But with all due respect, I'm just I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm just saying you're wrong. And more, the more educated all of us get about this stuff, the sillier you look. And to me, you look, I see you exactly for how I see Peter Schiff, someone who was all, oh shit, I get a lot of attention trashing cryptocurrency. I'm going to keep doing it since I guess that's my only talent, so I don't know, but have fun, dude. Stay fucking broke. It really bums me out, especially because I know you have kids. It bums me out to see you just for some Facebook clout, bro. You're letting freedom, the real freedom. You're getting a chance to have real freedom for you and your kids for the rest of your life, and you're giving it up for Facebook clout, bro. Facebook clout. Just to look like you know what you're talking about to some people you don't even know. You are giving up freedom and making a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Paco Elijah, my homeboy, you are making a mistake giving up your future and your kids' future for some Facebook clout. And that's the last time I'm ever gonna fucking say anything about that ever again. I'll talk to you guys later. I might be making 2 videos a day. I can't get this information out fast enough, and so many people are hitting me up. I don't have enough time to respond to everybody, so I'm just gonna keep making these videos. I'll make these videos once or twice a day, and when we have all-time highs or big breakouts or big movements in Bitcoin or Ethereum, I will be going live with a live stream to talk about what's going on, to make sure people don't get scared and sell and things like that. If there's just normal occurrences happening. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Keep buying crypto. Don't trade. Don't sell. Just keep buying it and holding it. You know, I'll start to let you know. You'll know once we hit euphoria. You'll know when the time is to leave. I'll talk to you guys later. See you guys.